back to Olympia Coaching. Today I'm going to show you how to do an overpressure kettlebell smash, okay? So yeah, a lot of people think their kettlebell is only for doing exercise, okay? But it has some uses also for mobility. So we're going to do a series here of multiple different kettlebell mobilizations, things that can help normalize your tissues, your muscles, the way that they're sliding and gliding, to remove that kind of stiffness that causes your joints to hurt, to feel stiff and unable to move, okay? So this is called a kettlebell overpressure smash, okay? So you might get an idea of what it is just by hearing the name. But what I'm going to do is we're going to work on my quad today to give you guys an idea of what this is like. You can also do this in different places on the body, where I'm going to show you how to do that in future videos, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick this guy right at the meeting, right above my knee first, kind of let my quad know that I'm coming. So what I'm going to do here is, all I got to do is just kind of try to relax, okay? So any normal tissue should not feel pain whenever you add pressure to it, okay? So if you're feeling significant discomfort here already, that's just lets you know this is an opportunity to improve that relationship of your tissues moving with each other. And what this is doing is this creating a stretch by compression. Okay, so rather than actually trying to stretch them lengthwise, we're adding compression, almost like we have a rubber band stretched across, and we're just pressing down in the middle of it. So what we're doing is we're adding pressure to this. And now what we're going to do is we're going to practice called PNF breathing. Okay, so to get my brain involved in this whole process, into my neuromuscular system, what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale through my nose, take like a 4-second inhale. And as I inhale, I will tighten my quad. It doesn't have to be like exactly underneath the kettlebell, but you want to have sort of a general tightening of the muscle. I'm going to hold my breath for a few seconds, and then I'm going to exhale, try to go for double the amount of time that you were inhaling, okay? So I'm going to take a inhale, tighten up that quad, hold, and then long, slow exhale. As I exhale, I'm going to try to really relax the muscle and let the kettlebell go deeper into that muscle, okay? As we do this, this is sending a signal to our brain that, hey, this is okay. This is a safe measure. Because I'm breathing through my nose, it's telling my body I can relax, okay? If you're sort of tense underneath that kettlebell, you're just not ready to let go, then take several more breaths until you can really feel that kettlebell getting to the bottom of as deep as it can go, okay? If you feel like you're not getting much out of that, you can even add some movement. You know, call this freestyling if you want to. Like, you can add a little bit of movement underneath that. It's totally fine. That adds a little bit of a different stimulus by forcing your tissues to move underneath that kettlebell. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over to get a little bit more of a pinpoint pressure, and I'm moving up to the center of my quad. And the center of your quad is probably going to feel a little bit more sensitive than close to the knee, okay? For most people, because that rectus femoris, that muscle that's right in the middle of your quad, is going to, it often gets a little bit stiff or adaptively shortened by all the sitting that we do. So I'm a little sensitive right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice that breathing. Inhale, tighten that up underneath that, and then exhale. Try my best to relax. And inhale. And exhale. I'm already able to get that kettlebell a little bit deeper, letting that muscle relax quite a bit underneath it. Not fully letting go. My body's a little bit in defense mode still. It's a little bit shaky under the leg, but that's okay. And you can keep doing this as you work up the quad and working different areas around this. And this is going to be something that really releases the muscles in the quad to be able to move more freely. And this is just a tool in your tool belt. This is whenever you're limited in equipment or you don't feel like sitting on top of a roller and doing the extra work, this gets much deeper than any foam roller can get. And if you don't have like the luxury of having a massage therapist or something working on it, everyone should be able to work on themselves. So this is a tool in your tool belt to be able to work on yourself, okay? Getting that little bit of overpressure can be something that really helps normalize that tissue. Now it already feels better. You feel a little bit less of a load on the knee because this muscle crosses over the knee, inserts down here. So go ahead and switch sides. Now I'm working on the other side again, starting close to the knee. And feel free to rotate your leg because there's 4 different muscles in your quadriceps, okay? So you might even feel good to find some pressure on the inner part, more of the adduction side of your leg or the inner part of your thigh. And this is gonna have a different feel because it's a different section of your muscle. And so if you're getting a little bit more stiffness on the inner part of your thigh, that you feel like your legs or your knees are crashing in as you're squatting or lunging or anything, you might have some stiffness that goes all the way up into the hip that is causing some stiffness throughout the inner portion of your thigh, on the inner portion of your quad. You might even get some knee pain or discomfort on the inner portion of your knee if you're feeling stiff throughout here. So the way to address that with this specific mobilization is drop that knee down so you're a little bit more on the side, and you're going to have that overpressure on the inner portion of your thigh. So again, practice that PNF breathing, tighten up underneath that, and then exhale, full relax, let that kettlebell sink down into the muscle. And as you feel that normalize and not really feel any discomfort, then you just move it up. Just move it up the chain. Gradually work your way up. If you don't feel any sort of discomfort, that's great. This is a chance to just sort of let your body know this is good. A little bit of deep massage here. And you can kind of just do some searching around. Are there any specific areas within your quad, from the inside of the thigh to the middle of the thigh, towards the outside of the thigh? Is there any sort of areas that are feeling significant stiffness that you need to address with this mobilization? So you continually work your way up. Just a couple minutes, to like 2 to 4 minutes per side is enough. Just micro doses each day can be really significant to help make a big change over the long term. This is our kettlebell overpressure smash.